Part 3. Love, the pathway to God. The path to God lies through love. With love, you can go anywhere. Truly speaking, you are the very embodiments of love. Let the stream of love flow from one heart to another. Consider love as your life. This is your foremost duty. You may search anywhere in the world. You cannot find anything greater than love. Here is an example. So many of you have gathered here today. What is the reason? It is Swami's love that has attracted all of you. Love is the divine magnetic power present in the human being. In all the sacred epics, like the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and the Bhagavata, you find love as the undercurrent. Once you cultivate love, you do not need to acquire any other property. You can attain God only through love. He cannot be attained by any other means. Love is the magnetic power that can transform even your bitter enemy into a dearest friend. Well, I don't know if many of my viewers will be the kind of people who feel that they are looking for God. They might resonate more with looking for love, and there might be a question mark there about why would that necessitate the involvement of God. And I would offer a reflection that I have again from my work with the body and supporting hundreds, thousands of women to self-heal all kinds of physical issues. I was doing that mainly by teaching them facial reflexology. You can touch your face, influence your organs by redirecting the energy flow through your system, simply by employing your own intention and approaching yourself and your body with a respect that says, I'm willing to cooperate with the natural flow of life. I also call that the erotic charge that's running through me. Amazing things happen when you do that. I've had so many stories pass through my doors. And when I came to study energy reading and reconnect to my own psychic abilities there and perceptive abilities, capacity to read energy, I talk a lot about the light level because everyone's talking about energy, but the light level is this level, it's akin to visualization, but it's different because imagination and visualization are kind of where you put the gas pedal down and go forward to a place that you have selected. Energetic perception for me, light perception, is more about dropping in to the present moment and looking at what's there without trying to go anywhere else. So when it says there in the sacred epics, you find that love is the undercurrent, I would say again as a little investigator, love is the undercurrent of everything. Love is the undercurrent in your body. So you might know about acupuncture and the meridian channels, these reflex maps. Modern descriptions say that they're working with the nervous system, okay? But it's all a sending of energy and an interaction with these channels of energy in our bodies. So I've experienced firsthand over and over again that you do not have to believe in any of these methodologies, acupuncture, reflexology, for them to work. So I've always been working at the level beneath the mind and the conscious decision making, which is actually where a lot of transformational work these days is concentrated in the mind, the mindset, decision, identity. But actually, to really transform and to really experience magic in your life, you don't need to believe it. There is a level beneath thought, beneath emotion, beneath physicality, which is this light level that everyone can perceive and everyone can learn to work with, that yes, allows you to make transformation, that filters through to mental, emotional, physical levels, but more than that, allows you to engage again with the heart and with love in a way that rebalances your system back to your nature, your truth. And the big difference there is that working at the mental level sometimes is not so much in balance with nature. And I would say, without even meaning to, by engaging in creating my vision or manifesting for myself when I was a bit younger, I created my dream life, except I was not concentrated here, and it was not ultimately in balance for me. It was not ultimately fulfilling. It was not ultimately sustainable. It was not ultimately mine. And so, to bring that back, my encouragement is that people learn to reconnect to their light perception and see for themselves how there is an undercurrent beneath your thoughts, beneath your capacity to rationally understand, beneath the emotional story and mental level, and certainly beneath the physical level. Basically, this ocean of energy is light. Everything is light. But there's a layer of light that our physical senses cannot perceive, but internally we can, and we can redevelop and reclaim that capacity. And so it's easy to dismiss when someone like me comes along and says, everything is love. But I'm also someone who can help you to actually see it and actually check. And I don't encourage you to take anyone's word for anything. I really encourage you to look, and I really want you to know that you have the capacity to see. You don't need to depend on anyone. And at the same time, if you feel the truth of what someone's saying, then go ahead and depend on them whilst you reclaim these abilities and develop these inner muscles for yourself. And maybe don't expect yourself to reclaim them and embody them and roll with them overnight. That was not my experience. That's not typically how it works. Let's continue. All love is one. Love, lover, and the loved. All three are one and the same. Without love, there can be no lover. Even if there are both love and the lover, without the loved, love has no function. In all three, love is the chief ingredient. That which is saturated chiefly and uniformly in everything, that is Paramatma, Supreme Self. So there is no difference among these three. In all three, Prema, love, is discernible as the residing in all hearts. Therefore, can it not be realized that everything is an embodiment of the Supreme Self? Certainly, it can be realized without fail. Everything is suffused with Prema, so we can unhesitatingly declare the Paramata, Supreme Self, is embodiment of love, Prema Swarupa. For those immersed in love, everything appears vibrant with life. The power of love is boundless. The love impulse is manifested in different persons in different ways. Supreme devotees like the Gopikas considered Sri Krishna as the very breath of their life and worshipped him. You are everything for us, they declared. On the other hand, Yasoda's love for Krishna was that of the mother towards her child. After Krishna's departure, she waited for 2 days for the news from Mathura. Note the difference between the devotional love of the Gopikas and the maternal love of Yasoda. Yasoda looked upon Krishna as an ordinary child, the darling of her heart, who was innocent of the ways of the world. She was in anguish with the thought, I cannot imagine what tortures and the inhumane demons in Mathura have inflicted on Balarama and Krishna in the streets of Mathura. Oh Krishna, I cannot wait any longer for your return. There is a great difference between the love of devotees and the love of a mother. The intensity of the mother's feeling arises from the sense of maternal attachment. The devotee's feelings are different. The Gopika's lament was, "O Krishna, why don't you show your beautiful face and let us listen to the divine music of your flute?" The love of Radha, who was totally absorbed in the love of Krishna, was different. O Krishna, wherever you may be, and whatever the form you may assume, bless me so that I may be one with you in that form. Radha yearned for this kind of union, but the love principle in all these cases was one and the same. Love may be called by different names, but its expression is the same. Love is one, but is expressed in many ways. Experiences are varied, but the goal is one: to carry on this life in this phenomenal world. Love has assumed these manifold forms. The forms of love keep changing according to one's relationships, but pure love is unchanging. Such pure love is limited today by the human being's self-interest.